All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to look at today the volume formulas for pyramids and cones, and you're going to notice some similarities. We're going to start out by watching a video first, a little kind of a demonstration. And as you watch this video, see if you can figure out the formula for the volume of a pyramid. So we'll pause now and we'll take a look at that video. Okay, so what you may have noticed is that the volume of three pyramids filled exactly one cube with the same base area and the same height. So if you think about that, that's going to mean that the volume of a pyramid is exactly one third of the area of the base of that pyramid and times the height. Okay, let's do an example of a calculation for the volume of a pyramid. So you see here a drawing which has a pyramid with a square base and a height of 6 inches. Remember, we're going to write down the formula first. So there you see volume equals one third times capital B means the area of the base times the height. So the base edges are both 4 inches, and so capital B is 16. The height of the pyramid is 6 inches. Remember, that's straight down from the vertex to the center of the base. That's going to be 6. Put them into the formula and multiply, so it looks like the volume of that pyramid is going to be 32 cubic inches. So 32 cubes of 1 inch on each edge would fit inside of that pyramid. Okay, we're going to watch a couple more videos here. This time the videos are going to help you understand the formula for the volume of a cone. So as you watch the two videos, think about how you can actually derive the volume formula for a cone. So again, we're going to pause right here and watch a couple of videos, and we're going to come back and work a couple of examples. So if you were paying attention to what was going on there in the two videos, you might have decided that you have a formula for that volume of a cone. So the volume of three cones filled exactly one cylinder, which had the same base area as a cone and had exactly the same height. So that means the volume of the cone is one third times the area of the base times the height. But in this case, the base of a cone is always a circle, so we can replace capital B with pi r squared. So we can also use the formula volume equals one third times pi times radius squared times height. Okay, let's do a couple examples, which will put that, give some practice to that formula. So let's take a look at our first example for volume of a cone. So here you see a picture of a cone, so a diagram of a cone there, which has a height of 12 centimeters and a radius of 5 centimeters. We're going to find the volume of that cone. So again, we're going to write down that formula first. Volume equals one third times the area of the base times height. And remember, this time we said that we can replace the area of the base, capital B, with pi r squared. Since that base is a circle, just plug in the numbers. So volume equals one third times pi times 5 squared times the 12. Put them in the calculator correctly, and you should get the volume of that cone is 314.2 square centimeters. Sorry, that should be cubic centimeters. Let me change that. Cubic centimeters. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our last example. So here's a cone, which is sitting sideways, but still uses that same formula. Find the volume of that cone. So notice the right triangle sitting inside there. You got one leg of that right triangle is the radius of the cone, 7, and another leg of that right triangle is actually the height of the cone, which is, we don't know, but we do know the slant height of that cone, which is 25. So because we know some Pythagorean triples, this is a set that we don't see very often, but there are Pythagorean triples for this. And again, if you don't know them, you can always work out the Pythagorean theorem. But the set of Pythagorean triples that work for this particular triangle are 7, 24, and 25. Okay, so that means that this leg right here, which is the height of that cone, is the 24. Let's go ahead and plug those numbers into the volume formula for the cone. So the volume formula is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height, or 1/3 pi r squared h. Here's the numbers. 1/3 times pi, of course, the radius is a 7 there, so 7 squared, times the height, which we said was 7. Put the numbers in the calculator. We're going to have volume equals 1,231.5 cubic feet. Okay, so to kind of summarize the video that we just went through, we just basically looked at some videos which showed us that both of our shapes here, the pyramid and the cone, really had the same formula. It's volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. The only difference was for the pyramid and the cone, they have different bases. So for the cone, we can go ahead and put in pi r squared for that capital B area of the base. But for the pyramid, of course, we can't put in a specific formula because the base of a pyramid would change for each pyramid. Okay, there you go. That's all I need to know. Let's go ahead and get some practice, and good luck.